because there's a solar eclipse happening tomorrow, and I'm here with Joe Smith. He's an engineer with NASA.
So we're going to have about a dozen spacecraft that are taking pictures of the solar corona, and we hope to understand it better.
Okay. Can you explain a little bit what solar wind is?
Sure. So somehow all the energy of the sun gets propelled to extremely fast speeds, and the sun releases plasma, hot particles, ions. Very heavily charged ions, and this solar wind just blows out through all of space. Sometimes the sun releases what's called a coronal mass ejection and CMEs, and if a CME is headed in the right direction, it can do damage. There was a CME that occurred back in the late 1800s. It was named after a gentleman, last name is Carrington. You guys might want to look it up.
Okay.
Back in the 1800s, that CME knocked out telegraph lines. That's how we communicated back then. But in some places, fire was actually seen coming off the lines.
Whoa.
The auroras that are experienced usually up in Canada, during that CME, they experienced that all the way down to Cuba.
What?
If that CME was to happen today, that iPhone that we're using right now might go out of business for a while.
Wow.
And that might drive some of your students a little crazy.
Absolutely.
So we need to understand the corona, we need to understand CMEs, and hopefully through our science we'll be able to do that.
With Elizabeth Esther. She also works at NASA. She's come up to Tennessee to promote NASA, and hey, this is a solar eclipse. So if you could just tell them what division, where you're at, just go into a little bit about yourself. That'd be great.
Hey everybody, pleasure to meet you. Like she said, my name is Elizabeth Esther, and I work at the NASA Marshall Space Flight Center. We're located in Huntsville, Alabama, and we are one of 10 NASA centers around the country. So Marshall Space Flight Center is known for our human rocketry and propulsion. We also do experiments on the International Space Station. So we've had a constant crew since 1998. So as long as you've been alive, we've probably had somebody in space doing some science experiments. So we run all those out of Marshall, and the vehicle itself is run in Houston. So you'll hear about Houston and operations, and they do the bulk of the operations operating the vehicle itself, and we do the experiments. So we're also known for our space science. We also have the Chandra telescope that we designed and operated out of Marshall as well. So we have a broad portfolio, but we're focused on propulsion mainly. So Saturn V, the rocket that took us to the moon, that was designed out of Marshall Space Flight Center, and now we're designing the Space Launch System. So it's the biggest rocket we've ever built, and it's designed to take humans further in space than we've ever gone before.
Excellent. So you mentioned a little bit about the International Space Station. Are they going to have any role, or are they going to be on the right side of the Earth, I guess, when this solar eclipse is going by, or?
You know, that's a really good question, and one that I haven't asked yet. So I'm not really sure. But interestingly enough, they orbit the Earth once every 90 minutes.
Oh wow!
So it just depends on where their orbit is and what their ground track is. If they'll be in the shadow of the moon as well, that'd be really interesting from their vantage point to see. But we do have people that will be flying across the country. So most places, I think the longest that you have a total solar eclipse is about 3 minutes. And we'll have a jet that's flying across the United States that will extend that to 9 minutes. So they'll be following the shadow of the moon, and that'll allow our scientists to do longer experiments under the shadow of the moon and do some longer observation time.
Do you know what exactly they'll be observing during that 9-minute course, or no?
You know, that's not my area, so I'd have to refer you to them to be able to understand all the intricacies. I mean, I know that being in the shadow allows you great opportunities for observation of things that we don't typically get to observe. So, for instance, you'll see Mercury, you'll see Venus, you'll see Jupiter, you'll see stars and constellations that we don't normally get to see in the daytime because the sun's too bright for us to really see it. So I know that they'll be looking at all sorts of things that you can't see during normal daytime hours and are only applicable during the eclipse.
We are here in front of the Adventure Science Center. I'm here with Faith Gordon.
Yep.
And she's going to talk a little bit about the National Weather Service.
You got it.
And exactly what their role is going to be in this eclipse season that we're about to come upon. First of all, can you just tell us what your job is, what your division is, whatever?
So I'm Faith Gordon. I'm with the National Weather Service office in Nashville. There are 122 offices in the United States. You guys in South Pennsylvania would be under Pittsburgh's office. So basically, we issue your watches and warnings. So when that nasty winter storm comes up and you guys are all waiting to school closures, the National Weather Service is the one that's telling you what the forecast is going to be. We work with your emergency managers and your county and your school officials for you guys to decide if you're going to cancel school. So that's what we do. And then like hurricanes and tornadoes, and we have parts in forecasting that too. That's not as cool for you guys. But anyways, the eclipse is tomorrow, if you didn't know that. Or for them, or today,
Right.
for watching it. And so, and the Weather Service, there are 4 offices that are within the path of totality. And these 4 offices are going to be launching 3 weather balloons. One at the beginning of the partial eclipse, one during totality, and one at the end. And I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do with the data, but I know that we're going to be analyzing and kind of looking to see, because one of the things that can happen is during the eclipse, temperature can drop anywhere from 4 to 7 to 10 to 20 degrees. So out here, because it's hot, we're only going to expect a 5 to 7 degree drop, but like places like Las Vegas and Nevada, they could get up to a 10 degree drop in temperature. Because if you think about it, when the sun sets at night and you're sitting on your front porch, you feel that temperature change. Well, that's exactly what's going to happen tomorrow. So you have the sun out and then the moon blocks the sun. So it's just like when sun begins to set. And then that's what you're going to feel. And then it will take a couple hours for the temperature to rise again. So we're expecting about a 5 to 7 degree drop in temperature.
Hey guys, this is Miss Middleton. I'm here at the solar eclipse. We're at a festival where it's just a viewing party, and I wanted to describe a little bit of what's going on. So we have maybe 20% more of the sun that needs to be blocked by the moon, and it's a little bit cloudy right now, but there's also like, it's definitely darker than you would expect for halfway through the day with one little cloud blocking it. So I don't know if you can see it, but this is at 1 p.m., maybe almost 1:20, and it's not nearly as bright as it would be if there was just no eclipse going on. So yeah, it kind of feels like a storm, like how when a storm is about to brew, that same kind of darkness that's coming through. So I'll try and take some pictures. We'll see what we can get, but otherwise, it's soon gonna happen. So dark.
Get out.
Yeah, I know. But what if?
Yeah, like, look around without the glass.
Oh, it's so close. It's so close. Oh my God. That's it. Oh my gosh, it's so dark.
Whoa!
Look, it's like sunset.
Look at the sunset.
It's like sunset.
Look at the sunset.
Oh my gosh! Yeah!
Let's go, Callie. We're good.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's incredible.
That is so
Look, it looks like
cool.
sunset everywhere around us.
Everyone around. like a planet.
Venus. That's Venus.
a planet. Yeah!
Yeah.
So
That should
cool.
be Venus to your right, guys.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So cool. It's so cool.
Listen,
Oh,
listen.
the crickets are out.
They're like, what the heck is going on?
Oh man, that's so cool.
Just help me? Nope, we're good. You're good. Keep recording. You're good.
This is the weirdest. It is what, 1:30? 1:27. Look at that. You can see Venus
So we're getting
right
close.
there.
We're getting close to maybe not totality. So just be careful.
Oh my gosh.
That's so cool.
It looks like sunset. The crickets are out. You can see Venus. And the moon is in between the sun and earth. It is beautiful. Oh my gosh. Hear the crickets.
So cool.
Oh my gosh.
Listen to that. Cicadas are like, what's going on? It's dark.
Oh my gosh.
Look at the, oh, you can see it. You can see the rings. The bubbles. Now it's moving away. Now it's moving on.
You can see it's moving past. It's
That's
a little
so
more
cool.
light. There's the engagement ring. That's
Yep.
so cool.
That's awesome. Yep,
The
that's
diamond.
ring.
I know you can't see it.
Now it's
Oh,
not-
that's
oh, you
beautiful.
can see it. You can see just a little bit of it.
All right, start putting your glasses back on.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You're gonna want to start putting your glasses back on.
And we're coming out of the shadow. It's getting lighter. Look at this.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
that's so cool. Woo!
That was awesome.
That was so cool. Oh my gosh.
That was awesome.
That was so cool.
Put them on. Make sure you got them on if you're looking up.
And it's moving out. You can't see it from there.
That's really cool.
All right. That's it, guys. Miss Middleton out.